Welcome, beloveds. Welcome, family, soul kin. Today, I'm presenting the subject, Eclipse and Quantum Creation. We had a lunar eclipse on the 25th, a few days ago, of March, and a solar eclipse coming up on the 8th of April. Eclipses represent a tremendous amount of power and energy release, sometimes experienced in unpleasant ways when there are unpleasant expectations via fear of the worst thing happening. Eclipse and quantum creation. We hold the power to create the realities that we want, the realities that we choose. And I invite you to be in co-creation with me to choose benevolent energies and benevolent circumstances around these eclipse experiences. Even though the lunar eclipse already took place on the 25th, the impact of eclipses can be anywhere from 3 to 6 months. And so the frequency is still there, even for the lunar eclipse that happened on the 25th of March. And then we have the solar eclipse coming up for the 8th of April. So I'm offering some tones for the purpose of linking up with the elder versions of who we are, that aligns with these energies in a good way. And before offering these tones, I do invite you to experience with me the quantum quickening. I started a series a few days ago on Tuesday, the first in a 7-week series on the quantum quickening. So the second episode comes up as a live on Instagram on next Tuesday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. You can also catch the replay of the previous episode on my Instagram channel. A very powerful journey that we'll be taking in the quantum quickening for quantum jumping, some of which we'll do today. So I offer now a transmission of tone frequency, and also want you to be aware that these vibrational sonic frequencies live in the 5th dimension and beyond. They come through this 3rd dimensional realm in order to be that sacred wake-up call for us and to quicken us into the eternal remembrance of who and what we really are. The solar eclipse coming up is Sun-Moon conjunction in Aries that is also exactly conjunct Chiron, the planet of the wounded healer. And so we will be dealing with personal wounds, ancestral wounds, and so this tone transmission is to align in divine awareness with every reality and every version of reality wherein we have completely transcended the personal wounds and the ancestral wounds. And we bring that elevated frequency into harmonic convergence with this now reality in this three-dimensional moment. Align with me and intend with me. align in divine awareness with everywhere and every wind down the corridors of eternity, and the multiverse, where we are in divine alignment with the eclipse energies, the energies of the lunar eclipse as well as the solar eclipse are serving unto our empowerment and our expansion. We open and align with the elder versions of ourselves. From the all-dimensional resonance of our ascended self, as well as every elder version of ourselves that has transcended any difficulties or would-be difficulties associated with the eclipse, any difficulties associated at the personal level, and the healing of ancestral wounds. We align in divine awareness with our inner divinity, the resonance of God, Goddess Almighty, that dwells in the inner sanctum of our being, in the great temple and sanctuary of the eternal us. We align in divine awareness with that place in our consciousness that is the dwelling place of all that is. We recognize and acknowledge being the individualized chalice container of the all that is. We allow our cup to run over with a vibration of victory, the vibration of inspiration, of creation, of gratitude, of generosity, of love. We align in divine awareness with the eternal frequency of love. And the love vibration is infinite, eternal, omnipresent, all-dimensional, omnipotent, omniscient. And we lay the frequency of our ascended love upon the altar of the Most High. And we receive from the Most High unto our ascended love the blessing, the anointing, the baptism and the quickening. Our ascended love is clear, activated, and eternally expanding in ascension through the fifth dimension and beyond. We, as our ascended love, I, as my ascended love, am present everywhere in the eternal now ascension of love in every time. And the here ascended resonance, the infinite here, ascended resonance of love in every space. We pour out the frequency of love even upon our trials and tribulations. We love our difficulties free. We dive into the central core of any difficulty, which is the center, because only light dwells in the center. God dwells in the center. Love and peace and benevolence dwells in the center. And by virtue of going to the center of any difficulty within our lives, come into the embrace of supreme love. We pour out the baptism of the love, the blessing, the anointing, the baptism, and the quickening of love. We pour out upon any and all difficulties. We pour out upon our personal woundedness and our ancestral woundedness. And now we turn the dial of our awareness to the broadcast of our ancestral benevolence. All of the graciousness that we have received from our ancestors, all of the love that we have received, all of the wisdom that we have received, all of the empowerment that we have received, all of the sacred examples that have been set for us, we align with and claim. So honored, ecstatic, and grateful that we are in the benevolent resonance with the vibration of the lunar eclipse as well as the solar eclipse. We align in divine awareness with our ascended gratitude, which is infinite, eternal, omnipresent, all-dimensional, omnipotent, omniscient. We lay our ascended gratitude upon the altar of the Most High and receive from the Most High unto our ascended gratitude. The blessing, the anointing, the baptism, and the quickening. Our ascended gratitude is clear, activated, and eternally expanding in ascension through the fifth dimension and beyond. We, as our ascended gratitude, are present everywhere. We are in the eternal now ascended gratitude of every time, and the infinite here ascended gratitude of every space. We are that we are, ad infinitum. We align in divine awareness in our co-expression and co-feeling experience of every exalted creation of God, Goddess Absolute, every angel, animal, plant, hero, shero, human, star, and galaxy. We align in sacred pride with every amazing thing that is ever done through the entire course of the multiverse. We are cellular co-creator of all that is created by virtue of being the microcosm of God, Goddess Almighty. And so we celebrate the resonance of our co-creation. We celebrate the joy that is felt by every being in creation. God, Goddess Almighty, human, animal, hero, shero, planet, star, galaxy. We align in divine awareness with every version of our being and consciousness that lives the resonance of the fifth dimension and beyond. Fifth dimension, sixth dimension, seventh dimension, eighth dimension, ninth dimension, 10th dimension, 11th dimension, 12th dimension. All dimensions exist simultaneously, occupying the same infinite here of space at the same time. We are in the eternal now of every time, and the infinite here of every space. We gather up all of the energies of the eclipses. We recognize that the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse are externalizations of our own inner beingness. The eclipses are not separate from who we are. And by virtue of that truth, we call forth the greatest benevolence of the eclipses. We call forth the greatest benevolence of our creative expression. We align in divine awareness with every elevated and elder version of ourselves that has achieved every single thing and created every single thing that we will achieve and create in the entirety of this three-dimensional incarnation. We receive the full measure of the victory, the accomplishments, and the achievements of this divine incarnation. We allow ourselves to be where we are going before we get there. Coming home, beloved. Toning our freedom. And now, beloved, soul kin, align in divine awareness with me, with the version of reality that represents the entire victory of our earth, Mama Earth. The fifth dimensional resonance of Mama Earth. Every time is now, every space is here. Align in divine awareness with fifth dimensional earth. And bring that elevated frequency into this third dimensional moment of earth trials and tribulations. And let it be that these trials and tribulations of earth and these wars and this sense of separation is now elevated into the embrace of the fifth dimensional frequency of Mama Earth. Bridge across the seas of time, yield passage to the soul of mine. Let me taste the ecstasy I knew before the human misery. A mighty essence, then I am. I wrote the pages of the master plan, dancing on a sea of being. Light and love we're all decreeing, calling to a fallen self. Time to regain heaven's wealth. Cross the bridge of what's to be, where from our nightmare we are free. We hear the angels calling us, saying, wake up God, you're really free. Hear the angels calling me, saying, wake up goddess, you're really free. Wipe the nightmare from your eye. Spread your wings and watch fear die. Wipe the nightmare from your eye. Spread your wings and watch death die. Bridge across the seas of time. Shackles of our soul unbind. Awake now from illusion's dread. We're safe at home in heaven's bed. Awake now from illusion's dread. We are safe at home in heaven's bed. Thank you for coming home. Thank you for holding the vision of freedom. And not just the freedom of, sometimes things are popping in here, I don't know where that's coming from. Okay. I love it, technology misbehaving. I didn't invite that thing in there, or at some level of my being, maybe I did, but that's okay. And so gratitude for alignment with freedom. Gratitude for remembering who you are. Gratitude for knowing that there is no problem in your life that's bigger than who you are. Gratitude for your knowing That you make a monumental impact upon the expansion of all life, even unto the multiverse, even unto creator source. When you expand and are quickened individually, creator source is expanded and quickened infinitely. The microcosm quickens the macrocosm. And that's how grand you are, and we all are, by virtue of that which Creator Source has bestowed upon us and endowed within us. And so we come home to self. Thank you for co-creating with me. Also, once again, invite you to join me in the experience of the Quantum Quickening, which is a 7-week series, a live Instagram every Tuesday, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. The first one occurred a few days ago, and the replay is there so you can catch up by way of experiencing the replay. It was a powerful download. And in the Quantum Quickening, we will be doing major quantum jumping, major experiences of coming into the intimate embrace with elder versions of our consciousness and elder versions of our being, fifth dimensional and beyond versions of who we are, that is accessible even in this now moment. Letting go of the limitations and coming into remembering who we really are, coming home to self. I am available for intuitive astrological readings, quantum coaching, quantum ascension coaching, and healing transmissions with didgeridoo, vocal harmonics, and Reiki. Visit my website. I have a great number of music albums, of books there. I thank you in advance for partaking of these things, playing in the field of win-win. And I love you so much. I may be forgetting some of my commercials, but the universe remembers, and the universe knows. So I'm grateful for that.